All right, team, what's going on? I'm Tim Jenkins, and welcome to All Things QB, where I watch every single clip and break down the most important ones. Today, we've got Caleb Williams, a big comeback, fourth quarter win for the Bears over the Giants. But before we jump into the film, do me a quick favor. FTA this thing, which means comment for the algorithm. Please like this video, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I always say this, if you haven't, and this is your first video you're watching of mine, you can wait till the end. Hopefully, I'll earn that subscription. So without further ado, let's jump into the film. All right, team. Clip number one, we've got a good. We've got Luther Burden on the dig. All we've got is we've got action with what we would have called a shin 6, which is just slightly less than like a dig. We've got action here, and we've got this shin 6 here. Got the post here. The post is just trying to take here and here. We want to prevent this safety from driving, okay? We get a premier look here being just traditional cover 3. It's awesome. Great ball. I want to highlight Caleb's feet when we get to the tight because I think his footwork is really, really, really good here. Look at this. See how it's inside zone 5 plant. So watch. Watch him reach the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and off the plant. That's how you know it's more like a shin 6, like a shorter, kind of modified quick game, like further downfield. But it's not that true dagger dig that we will see later on this film. I just love the timing of it. Inside zone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ball. Look at that. We're even getting beat inside, but it doesn't matter just because our footwork is so clean, so decisive. We know exactly where we're going with it. You got to love it. I'll tell you what, one thing about this Bears team is we run a lot. I shouldn't say a lot because it's not like actually that many numbers-wise, but we have quite a few quads concepts. I got to do a deep dive on those this offseason. But we're just going to motion. To me, we're running like a samurai adjacent concept here where we're motioning down and we have DJ Moore on kind of like this deep over, almost a country. We used to call it a country route when you get all the way across. And then we got Burden on like a, like an actual over. There's over and then deep over. It's almost like we've got this double over concept with the dig behind it. It's almost like Y cross, but like double Y cross. Anyways, Caleb does a good job getting out of the pocket here. If you look, he hits the top of his drop, and I'm kind of like, this concept's still sloppy to me, right? Like you could make the argument, okay, hey, at this point you need to flip and get this ball outside to commit, right? If you're saying, hey, the progression's more of like a 1 to 2 to 3 out to 4, I could see that argument. But to me, it's like I think he's actually doing a pretty good job of something that I've talked about and kind of, I don't want to say complained about. So one of my criticisms has been, hey, give these downfield shot plays, give them an extra click, give them an opportunity to get down the field, right? I think he's doing a good job of that here. I don't necessarily want to see him flip and check this thing down to 85. Like, that's not necessarily what I want to see. I think he's doing a good job of trying to hang on this concept. Gets flushed from the pocket while he's hanging on the concept. I mean, this results in not one, but 2 open guys in the scramble drill. Great job from our team doing the scramble drill. And I mean, buddy, we put this thing on DJ Moore, who I think DJ is a good enough player to go make this play. Let me give you one argument for getting to 85. One argument for getting to 85 here is this right here. And if you can't see it, it says 4th down on the sticks. That's the argument for getting to 85. Would be more of a situational football IQ. Get to 85. Let's keep the drive going. What I will say is, we're pretty darn close to making a play there. And if what you're going to say is, hey, DJ Moore, you got Caleb Williams on the run with DJ Moore wide open, and that's why we're not going to convert a drive. You got to kind of say, you know what? We'll take this opportunity. I do think he could have gotten this ball out of his hand a little bit sooner. Like DJ's pretty wide open right now if you go back to the wide. So it's like he hangs on to it a little bit longer to where this becomes like a tougher sideline catch. I just think my evaluation of DJ is I think he's one of the more special players in the league. So for me, if I'm in that receiver room, like I'm hoping DJ Moore is saying, yeah, I can make that play, because just my general belief of this dude as a football player is that he is one of the better guys in the league. So I would agree if he was saying, hey, I should make that play. Here we've just got a classic toss boot. It's really toss naked. I'd like to talk through some of this stuff schematically more with you guys. If you want to bear with me, comment if you like, hey, Tim, I like when you slow it down and talk through the entire scheme. But look at this. When you hear naked, it's because what we're making this thing look like. We're making this thing look like toss to this side. Boom. We'll get a bunch of line movement this way. But we're turning 51 free, meaning we're not like pulling and trying to account for him with anybody. We're truly turning 51 free and banking on him bending and running. Okay? So you can see him there, bends and runs, which then gets Caleb the ability to get outside. I love this formation look where you've got it's trips to this side, right? We have 3 receivers to this side, but we got 2 tight ends, right? We're creating really a huge surface over here that they have to account for. We're sneaking Rome as our really not even an over, like more of our shallow runner. Now, it's one of those funny ones that shakes out because this is no way is he supposed to get to this. That is perfect, right? We always say, I'm probably not going to say what, you guys know me. I try to not have any potty language or anything, but when I was coming up, they used to say tits the flat, meaning take it if it's there. There was another locker room-ish story behind it, which I'm not going to go into on this because there's a lot of kiddos that watch these breakdowns. But, yep, you can just take it if it's there, which is exactly what he does, which is perfect. What I will say is, of course, they bust the coverage and you got Loveland running down the field wide open. With that being said, there's no world in which Caleb's supposed to get to that on this play. So really great progression, great play. I love the design in which it's like we're able to run toss boot, naked toss boot, and we're able to get Rome as the shallow runner, and it's because of our creativity formationally, and that's just great. That's great football. It's a great call. It's a great design, really well executed from our quarterback. All the things that you want to see, that's exactly what we're getting. Okay? First and foremost, hey, what should we be alerting here? Look, we got 2 in the backfield. These are the kind of things that I love. It's just more preparation for the defense, more things for them to think about. Hey, you got DJ Moore in the backfield. We got 2 in the backfield. What do we normally see with that? You normally see that bullet route. Instead, okay, we got like a bullet, what looks to be a bullet, and then he breaks it out, which I like that we had a concept off of it. Now, was it there? No, it wasn't. So here's the argument for me when you look at this play, or this is what some people will say. Some people will say, well, look, the dig is open, right? We're open now on this dig, and look, he's still kind of in a somewhat clean pocket. I disagree with that, because it's kind of like his eyes are flashing back to the back. That gets this to drive, which would then put him in what we would call a rereading situation, meaning he checked the dig, got to this, and then went back to the dig. You're never going to do that with your eyes. And if you are doing that with your eyes, that's an issue, actually. That's not what you want to see. So to me, I think he does a great job working through this progression. We got a lot of mess going on downfield, just meaning guys are covered up, or we're getting pressed to the point that the concept's not as clean as it should be. Gets into scramble drill, creates a wide open opportunity. And this one, to me, and I think we'll see it from the tight though, but this is substantially, I would say, easier than, say, the DJ Moore catch. And we have to make this play. We just flat out have to make this play. So you see, like right there, watch, guys. Okay, he's working his progression. That's the dig window that's taken. Then he gets to the back there. Boom. Then he's to the back. Then he gets out of the pocket because he sees 5 flash. I mean, that play has to be made. Man, that one's frustrating. That one's really, really, really frustrating because now it's like we're 0 for 2 on what should have ended as a touchdown catch. Okay. Now we're getting to the second quarter here. We've got a little, I want to say action, roam, dig. Can, right? That means he's getting from one look to another, right, team? So it's either run to pass to pass, run to run. This is more of that true dig route, and it's off of run action, right? What does run action mean, you guys at home? That you've watched the videos a lot, you should know, but run action means we actually have a run look up front, i.e., watch this pulling guy, right? Boom. We've got DJ Moore on the stick at 8 post. Now we've got Rome on the real dig, okay? The real dig, like a Cadillac 6, baby. Look at that. More like that 20-yard dig, right? We got 1st and 10. Think about there's 10. Here's 20. Where was Rome flat? He was flat at 20, right? We got that Cadillac dig. Boom. Great route. Great ball. I want to watch it one more time, full speed for you guys. Watch the pull. Great action. You guys, this is great. Okay, now let's criticize Caleb just a bit. It should be here. We got the action footwork. One hitch to your deep post, one hitch to your dig. And he goes hitch, hitch, hitch. Okay, let's eliminate one of those. With that being said, well, our earlier criticism this season was, hey, we want you to give these concepts a better shot downfield. I thought he did exactly that today. And that's what I'm so excited about with this performance is I think he's cleaned up a lot of the issues that I saw on tape that I didn't love, okay? We got the can, you guys know, right? That means we're going from one play to another. You got the action, one, boom. Yeah, that's just a great concept, great football. I love everything about it. I know my camera up top went out. We will change it after this clip, but look at that shot. Man, that is special. Special stuff from our quarterback. All right, team. This is one of those concepts where when I say I'd like to see him hang on the concept a little bit longer, this is what I'm talking about, okay? So we've got a little flash action. To me, not truly run action, more of a play action, meaning O-line's in pass pro, and it's just us in the back, just the quarterback in the back going through the fake. And we've got this little fluty concept, which we will hit later, front side. So we have this play action. Swift stays in. We've got this right here. We got this post with the sail, okay? If he wasn't, if he didn't have someone come, you would see him get into the flat. This is one of those where, man, I'd love to see Caleb just trust the pro a little bit. And I know he had a great day scrambling, right? But just trust the pro a little bit. Give it that one hitch, one clean hitch to this post, and then give him that second hitch to that fluty corner, because I think what he would end up doing is just layering this thing into Loveland. Instead, we kind of get into scramble drill, and granted, it's first down. We go get a positive gain. It's not a terribly bad decision, not a terribly bad result, but it is one where it's like, man, if we could just hang on this concept a split second longer, hitch, right? I do think it would be a better, I just think that's the one area of growth, right? You got a relatively clean pocket. Swift does a good job. Hitch, ball. Because I think Loveland's there, right? Hitch, ball. Instead, we hitch, we get out of the pocket. And I think the thing that we gotta, you gotta remember is he had just a great day getting out of the pocket, right? He was really tough to sack. Really, really tough to sack. With that being said, it's like we just had the play where we talked about how he did a great job hanging on the concept, and then it ends up working out. This, we've got fourth down. We've got a fourth down little quads concept. And I think he makes a tremendous read. Look at this space for Swift. You put this ball on him, right? You got to believe after that run he just had a great third down run. It's like you got to believe if he makes this catch clean, he can make one guy miss and get the extra, 1, 2, 3 yards that he's short of the sticks. So to me, it's like, man, I think he does a good job. I think Caleb does a good job processing, getting through it. Just got to catch the football. Again, though, another quads concept. This is what I was kind of talking about, man. The amount of quads concepts we have for the Bears. We might lead the NFL in quads reps. I actually think it's pretty cool, you know. I hate defensive guys. Just watching this guy right here. I don't know who it is, but I know he's a defensive guy just looking at it. It's like your coverage was not good. We dropped it. Whatever. That's fine. It's fine. They're fired up. They should be, but still. Like the DB where the guy drops the ball and does the incompletion, you know. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. What do we have? We got another quads concept. This I've got it marked as a third down tweener. And what I mean by that is, can Caleb throw a better football here? Yes. Can we make a play as a receiver? Absolutely. So it just is one of those where it's not, we've got this bullet takeoff, we've got the flutie. We're going to try to make it look like a shallow and then pull back out. I also think this isn't a very good route, if I'm being honest. I don't think he goes in on the shallow enough to really sell shallow. I mean, maybe it's not supposed to be. Maybe it's just supposed to be just an out route. But then I'm not sure. Like, I guess the short motion is to try to get him into combo coverage, but yeah. Could this be a better football? Yes. Could we make a play? Yes. We go 0 for 2 on both of those, and we don't convert a third down. So I've got it as a no-grade third down tweener. If I'm the quarterback coach, if I'm in the quarterback room, I'm blaming us. If I'm in the receiver room, I'm blaming us. So either way you want to, you know, if I'm in the quarterback room, I'm saying Caleb could be a little bit higher, right? Could be a little bit more on him. If I'm in the receiver room, I'm saying we have to make a play where we get two hands on the football and we're not even fully extended. So looking at the tight, it honestly actually looks like a way better football than it did on the wide. So, yeah, the third down tweener. This is that flutie concept I was telling you guys about. We'll see it here from a motion to it. Same concept, dressed up slightly different. So we're going to motion all the way across. We're going to be on the post. We're going to sneak our tight end out on the sail, and then we're going to be in action. And then now I want you guys to watch. He doesn't have anyone to pick up. So now watch how he gets to the flat. Boom, to add his flat control, right? You guys see number 0? Watch 0. Just want to make sure I circle him so you guys know. I want you to watch the reaction that now he has because of our flat runner. So now he can't sink underneath this sail, and then it just turns into an easy pitch and catch. I love the call. Second and short, little action, flutie. Yeah. Easy money. Easy money, easy money. Action. Look at that layered throw. Love how effortless that looks. It's one of those balls that's like you want to get it over 58, but you want to have enough pace so that these corners and safeties can't drive. And that's exactly what we get. It's like you get enough loft to get it over the backers, but enough pace to where your receiver can catch it, turn up field, protect himself, slash, deliver a blow. Boom. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. That's such a good throw. This one is, I want to say it's the snap because we have a great run scheme. We have true sort of, let's call it counter, where our back is going to work this way, take the handoff, and then cut back. And I want you guys to watch. We're going to pull, and I want you guys to watch kind of what I think Ben Johnson's thinking here is let me run it. This is third down. Let me run it. I want you guys to also see, like, had our back gotten this ball, it's like this backer spills it. We end up, it's like we have this right here. I mean, we have it one-on-one, which most offensive guys would say, okay, hey, that's a touchdown, right? Because we're counting on our back to make one guy miss. Instead, the snap's slightly off, so I think Caleb feels like, man, I can't get it to my back. And he's got one-on-one outside here with Rome. And Rome just, honestly, that's not good enough. Like, we have to be a more competitive football player than this. Like, it's like we get pressed and kind of give up. Like, dude, outside release and roll. You have a one-on-one fade. You are our alert. You're our alert. Okay? Kind of pisses me off, too, because it's like, it's not Rome's fault, right? But it kind of pisses me off in the context of like, oh, hey, we'll go target him more and like the tweets and stuff. And then all of a sudden, and again, it's not Rome's fault, but that kind of then adds to me being pissed off. Yeah. So then it turns into we get 0 yards on this play. On a play that probably should have been at the minimum, we're at the 2-yard line, right? And then I think he goes for it. I think that's why you call this play, is thinking, oh, we're going to run it once, then we'll go for it. Instead, we get an incompletion because we have to throw the alert. And now, for all I know, Caleb was planning on going there anyways, right? That'd be a question for him. Hey, it was a bad snap, but did you kind of like the one-on-one matchup, and were you feeling like you were going to go to Rome either way? I'd be interested in that answer. So maybe someone with a credential could ask that rather than whatever else they've been asking, you know? Okay. Here's another one that we have where it's like, again, we had a good day scrambling, but our concept was there. We've got Machete. Okay, I want you guys to look at how this shakes out. DJ Moore, he's got this big post, right? We've got our deep over. Okay, remember, Samurai is a single deep over. Machete is a double deep over. Okay, we've got Machete. And I want you guys to look at how this downfield rub works out. Like, we are winning right now. We are winning. We have man coverage. DJ Moore takes 2. I think we got to give Burden a shot here, man. Put this thing out here. See if he can go get that football. Like, I love this matchup. And it's like, I get it, right? He had a great day extending the play. So then right now, your eyes are no longer downfield. And it's like, if he in the gun can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hitch, ball. It's out of his hand. And I think it's a huge play. Instead, and again, it's not like we take a sack. He does a great job extending it. This is what's hard about Caleb right now is so many of his plays were just flat out incredible. He did a great job not getting sacked. He did a great job extending the play. With that being said, there are some of these schemes where it's like, man, if we can just give the concept a shot and play on time, I think our success rate's going to be a little bit higher. 2, 3, 4, 5, hitch. Oh, hitch, ball. Man, that's tough. That's a tough one because I just want him to. Yeah. This one I've got marked as a bad-ish. I just believe this has to be more of a body up throw. We've talked about this before with Caleb with the wide open guys. Got to be more of a body up throw. This to me is just another variation of Flutie. Okay, we're just instead we've got more of like a true flood concept where you've got DJ kind of inside easiest release vertical on the ultra high, which would be aiming like super high on the pylon. Then we've got here on more of the sail, and then we've got this flat control, right? More of a flood than a Flutie, but same principle in terms of we're trying to hit this like sail route, corner route that's just been wide open all day against the Giants. And it's like he's throwing this, like, let's be honest, too, about when he's releasing this ball. He's releasing this thing, and it's like we're not really truly out of our break yet, Rome. With that being said, man, it's tough if we just put this thing slightly more on him. We basically went 0 for whatever mini of where it was like it could have been a better ball by Caleb, but it also could have been a tough play from our receivers. Our receivers make a tough play. And we went 0 for all of them. Like where Caleb could have been a little bit better, the receivers could have been a little bit better and better. Terrible by me, but either could have been a little bit better, and we got neither. Like this could be one that, Rome catches, and we're talking about how incredible of a catch it is. I shouldn't say we went 0 for all of them because we do, we make a couple, but there were just a lot of plays left on tape like this week where this could have been an even more explosive offensive day. And we got a moderately explosive day, we generated some offense. This is one of those where now I'm like, this is the one I was thinking about because it's like, oh, look, never mind. We're going to generate a giant play, and Caleb is going to body him up, and then Colston is going to make a great catch. So I stand corrected. It's a great job. That's a great backside escape by Caleb. This backside turn, man, coach that up all the time from quarterbacks. That throw's flat out incredible. That catch is flat out incredible. That's executing at a high level on third down to give us a chance to go win this game. This is what you want to see. Look at that. That is teach tape on the backside spin. That's just a great catch, man. It's just a great catch. Man, that is awesome. That is awesome. This is another great, except I've got it marked with, are you kidding me? And that's why. I do not know what was going on with 14 yesterday. It's just flat out brutal. We're in empty. Rome just gets picked off here at the bottom of the screen. That feels like illegal contact. But what do I know? I don't know anything. Gosh, man, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hitch. You can see him too. He's peeking DJ, right? We got this little chip to here. We've got DJ on this isolated bench. You can see him peeking DJ, right? Probably more of a 1 to 2 on this concept from Ben. 3, 4, 5. And he's like, oh, man, he doesn't feel like he can fit this thing in, right? You got a bunch of sink here, decent area for, decent area to close down. We're jumping this, though. We've drifted this way, which then creates this window right here for this dig. I mean, it's a freaking handoff, man. It's a downfield handoff. That's a long handoff. That's all that is. Oh. Those are brutal ones. Absolutely brutal ones when you watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great progression. That's incredibly bad. Oof. Ugh. I think the receivers have a lot of just you want to be better than that. You want to have a great day as a unit, you know? You want to win the game. That's really all that matters, but you want to have a great day as a unit, you know? So then Ben says, "You know what? The dig's there all day. Let me just get a different guy doing it." Puts Rome on it. Bang. This again is kind of more like that shin concept in my opinion though, where it's a little bit shorter. Get this guy to run through, roll the shin in right behind it. Bring that shallow cross. Bring that, watch DeAndre Swift on this shallow and watch how 58 then reacts to try to cover the shallow. This is the best thing about linebackers, man. If there's something in front of them, kind of like a good golden retriever, they're going to go try to get it. They're going to go try to get that shallow cross, even though there's a dig behind it. They're not going to know. 58's lost in space. He has no idea how to play coverage, but they don't get really, I mean, nowadays they get paid to play coverage, I guess, but you start wearing a number in the 50s, you're a run guy. You're there to stop the run or go rush the pass. You're not there to get here this kind of depth. You know, he sees a shallow cross coming. He says, "I'm going to jump that shallow cross." Never mind, there's a shin 6 behind you. So I think that's a great call from Ben, though. You know, you say, "Hey, listen, we've had this play, right? This play is open. We know it's open. We've dropped it. Let's bounce back. Let's put somebody else there. Let's put Rome there, and we'll let him catch it." And he does exactly that. This is the kind of Caleb Williams that I think the more we see this, look at how pure this footwork is, guys. Punch 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hitch, ball. The more we see pure, clean footwork on rhythm, the more this offense is going to be unstoppable, because we can get 90% Jared Goff and 10% what Caleb Williams can do because he's so special athletically. This will be diabolical. But I do believe this offense is best operated from a clean footwork perspective 90% of the time, 85% of the time. And the other 10, the other 15, what is it, you may ask? It's this right here. 1, 2, 3, pocket collapses. Everything's messy downfield. At the point in which this pocket is somewhat collapsing, where somebody else would potentially take a sack, the only viable option really is right here, which honestly in the NFL, if you get it to him and he makes a miss, who knows? That might be a big play too. But Caleb Williams against man, that's a pretty dangerous, you know, you hate that last hit that he takes here. I mean, just it's the kind of stuff, you know, you could, granted, you've dropped the ball the whole day, right? Hey, we haven't caught anything. You could try to block somebody, but instead we're going to kind of just start loafing, pretend like we're blocking. He's going to run right past us and rock our quarterback's shoulder. Don't worry, though. Don't worry about doing anything to benefit our ball club. Just win this one without you. You take the day off. We'll pay you whatever. You know, I have no idea what his contract is. 50, 60 grand, right? Some people's yearly salary will pay you for this game where you just drop the ball and then give zero effort with the game on the line and your quarterback running for his life. Just let your guy rock him. Just let the guy on you rock his right shoulder. It's not a big deal. We don't need that guy. 18's fine. We can just replace 18. What are you, tired? You're tired? Man. It's horrific. Great effort by Caleb. This is the 10% to 15% I'm talking about that outside of structure we can be really special. cut 14 right now on that play. I want you guys to watch how good this is. This is one of the more simple concepts in football. We would call it sticky Y arrow. So you've got the stick. He's going to turn in against Void, but he could turn out. And then it's, here's our Y. He's on the arrow, right? You don't have to be a rocket scientist. Sticky Y arrow. I want you to watch Caleb. Look at him right there. How his shoulders are completely close to the arrow. And how he kind of pumps that arrow, right? And look at the result when he does that. Look at what these defenders do. Both go to the arrow. Nobody goes to Rome. That is as good as it gets. That is absolutely awesome. That is really, really high-level quarterback play. Look at it from the tight. Boom. You see that little pump, guys? And then right back inside. That's incredible quarterback play. Man, that is awesome. Makes me really, really, really happy. And then I have a clip, and I just want to continue to echo my belief on this offense, which is, here's another exceptionally well thrown and timed concept. Look at his footwork. Elite feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hitch ball. Inside zone 8 because he's going with his left foot first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hitch ball. Right on time. Boom. It's more like a cop with a read. No shot he was going to go to 14 there. Man, I like this number 10 kid. Look at that route. Look at that 20-yard stop route. Absolutely awesome. How special is that? Watch Caleb's eyes, too. Goes to the cop in his drop. No, it doesn't. He's just getting back. Forehead frontal there to just verify coverage. Look at this. Action, verify coverage, but he knows where he's going the whole time. Boom. That is really good football, and that's what I'm talking about. That's that chunk play in structure, right? Chunk play in structure. Then we can come back. We can run boot because they think we're just trying to run the ball. Look at how committed they're selling out to stop the run. They think this 100% run situation. Instead, we run boot. We probably have the over route if we want it, but I'm not sure at this point Caleb really wants to throw anybody the ball. I think he just wants to do it himself, which he's gonna. I want you guys to watch Cole Kmet. Because for as many people as trash Cole Kmet, I don't know why people hate Cole Kmet so much. I love this play right here. You tell me this guy doesn't look out for his teammates and isn't a competitive guy. We engage this block at the 10-yard line. Get him 3 yards deep in the end zone. Let our quarterback go score. That's a competitive ball club. Those are competitive plays from a ball club who's now starting to win close games. And I'm not sure how people couldn't be more excited about it. Love the motion, love the build up to this thing. And then that's just a competitive football player. That's 18. Man. Oh. So to me, the real reason when I say that, hey, the real reason I think Caleb Williams, the franchise quarterback, for me, it's that fourth quarter. We saw playing within structure. We saw giving concepts a chance. And then we also saw what makes him different than a lot of other quarterbacks in the NFL, the ability to go and do it, extend the play, go do it himself. Those are the kind of things you can't take for granted. Those are the kind of things that make some of the most special guys special. But it's the playing within the structure of the offense that's starting to come that is going to make this offense dang near unstoppable when Caleb hangs on the concepts more, gives it more of a chance, and we really reduce it to like a 90-10 and 85-15 ratio. I think this offense is going to be unstoppable. I think Caleb is a franchise quarterback. I think he's proving that with how clutch he's been in the fourth quarter with competent coaching. So for me, I couldn't be more fired up. You guys comment. Let me know what you thought. Until next time. Peace.